Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Friday. I hope you guys have had a great week. I'm a little bit excited and a little bit nervous at the same time. I'm waiting to hear back from some feedback. It should be either this week or Monday. As you know, I'm in biotech and I've been trying to look for new opportunities, and one of those opportunities is Moderna. I hope I get the senior manufacturing associate position. I've been trying to apply there for a while, and I think I had a good interview this week. So we'll see how it goes. It's definitely a big step in the right direction, and it would be a big promotion for me. I just hope if I do get the position that I'm ready for it, and I think I will. I'm a pretty hardworking and smart guy, but that's my personal business that I'm just excited about. But that out of the way, I really hope you guys have enjoyed your books, and I want to say thank you to everyone who's commented and liked on the store video that I shared of TJ Cafe and Games in Milford, Massachusetts. As from the video, it's a very big store. I really enjoyed it. It's my home away from home. But that out of the way, I also brought some notes with me, so I'll get better with it by memorizing. But I wanted to get more in depth with the reviews, because a lot of people have been giving me some good feedback on to be a little bit more descriptive, like give my personal grade and to give the author the run number and what have you. But that out of the way, let's begin. We have Superman Action Comics by Philip Kennedy Johnson and Rafa Sandoval. Sorry. Sorry for looking at that. But I gave this book a B. I really enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the main story. It really gives a good background into John Corbin, who is Metallo, his character. And if you haven't read this, spoilers, because I will be revealing a pain that will. And you see some old characters of the past. This is from Dan Jurgens' run. This is Eradicator. And I really do love the art in this book. The art in this book is something else. They do go into the background of John's rough childhood. He was exposed to guns at a very young age, and he had to protect his sister, Tracy. And that's what they're doing. Metallo is sort of working with Superman and the family to find Tracy, because she's been trapped by Cyborg Superman, who you get to see in here. That's a pretty fantastic page. I love it. Now, and I guess they do find Tracy, and she is also another cyborg like Metallo. So you don't know if she's dead or not. I would assume that if you become a cyborg, you were probably killed. But my only gripe with the book is I do like the second story. There's 3 stories in this book. The continuation of Lois and Clark, Dan Jurgens' short miniseries. It's starting to pick up. It's getting really good. And the art is by Lee Weeks, which is also very good. When I buy a Superman Action Comics book, I just want to read about Superman and the family, but I just prefer. I wouldn't mind a side story, but three is a little much. It feels like it's taken away from the main story, but that's my opinion. But I'll always continue reading Superman. It's the one book I'll never take off my pull list, because Supes is the best. Next up it's a part of I think it's part of the Asia America Appreciation project that they've been doing. It's called We Are Legends. Vigil is written by Round V. Spirit World is written by Alyssa Wong, and this is written by Greg Pak. This is City Boy. I gave this book an A-. This was very well done. I'm glad I'm picking this up. And the art is by Minkyu Jung. It's about this boy. It starts off his mother left him, and this boy has sort of he can see, if it makes any sense, he can see the city. He can see the city as a living organism, and by that is he knows where everything is, and by everything I mean everything. He can find like a piece of loose change in the city, and that kind of comes into play because he can find money, and this gang who runs that turf says he needs a piece of the action because he runs it. But you find out more about the origin of City Boy and how like all these experiments were done to him in order for him to get his power. It's I at first I was a little bit lost in the shuffle, but it really picks up action, but it also really picks up. Now this is going to be a big spoiler page, so if you haven't read it, spoilers away. And if you're a big fan of Superman, the animated series, Bruno Mannheim runs that turf, and Bruno Mannheim works for, that's him, Darkseid. As soon as he showed that page, that was I was like, yeah, we're gonna continue this story. So I definitely recommend City Boy. I would highly recommend it. Doom Patrol B+ by Dennis Culver and Chris Burnham. This was very well done. I gave this a B+. I love Guy Gardner. He is my favorite Green Lantern. I do like this splash page. And this is a new character. His name is Starbro. So he's a section of Starro. Now, if you don't know Starro, if you haven't seen the Suicide Squad movie by James Gunn, Starro is a traveler, and he sort of conquers worlds. He is a giant starfish, and he can sort of spore off parts of him, and they latch onto your face, and that's why you have a starfish on your face, and you become pretty much a part of the collective. And really good art. Kind of creepy though. There's some good action between Negative Man, Robot Man, and Starbro. Robot Man goes, "That's a dumbass name, kid. You should change that." And then he goes, "Yeah, it's really better than Robot Man and Negative Man." So the Lantern Corps are, I should have given a little bit of background. The Lantern Corps are trying to find Starbro. Look at Guy Gardner. He's not one for tact. He just says what's on his mind. But when they're chasing him, when the Lantern Corps is chasing him, Negative Man comes up with a neat one of his powers. As it's like, oh no, they're going into a wall, but Negative Man is able to sort of phase them in and out. It's really good action. I really like the art, and they go to a familiar city in Kansas. I like that, home of Superboy. But and this is the Lantern's way of trying to stop them. That's Kyle Rayner right there. I love all the Green Lanterns, but Guy Gardner's my favorite. Everyone loves Hal Jordan, but Guy Gardner's my guy. I can connect with him. But like I said, D+. This is issue 3 of 6. It's a miniseries, but I hope it gets extended like they've done for Poison Ivy. I think Poison Ivy's slated for like 12 issues, and Green Arrow's already slated for 12 issues, which you'll have to forgive me. The allergies is really bad. Green Arrow by Joshua Williamson and Sean Isaac. I gave this an A-. The art is very well done. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not familiar with a lot of the characters. I know Black Canary and Arsenal, which you can see a nice splash page there. Arsenal looks like a badass. I like the twin quivers he has. It's really well done, the art. But they are let's see. Excuse me. But this book has a lot of great action, and I loved the ending with, you see a familiar face. Peacemaker, and I think that's not Homemaker. I think it may be Homemaker. sort of a backhanded name for the female version of Peacemaker, but I really like this book. You'll have to forgive me if I don't remember a lot of like some books. I have a lot of books, and I probably should reread them before I do the videos, but it's just I have a very busy schedule. But no excuse, but the channel will keep getting better as time goes on. But next up, I love this book. Don't have to remember the author and the the artist for this book. This is by Jeff Johns and Michael Janin. And Per Degaton is a villain from the 1940s, and he is a Nazi. So he's found a way to go back in time and try to kill the Justice Society of America. And he's gone through this time, and he has killed this team. Really love the page there. It's shows a lot of depth and a lot of action. And I do like the quotes. H.G. Wells, if you fell down yesterday, stand up today. And Per Degaton says, if you fell down yesterday, go back in time and kill everyone who made you fail. Kind of he's a very philosophical guy, but like I really love that. Michael Janin has some really good lines in this book. I just love the way he draws. And the colorist is, I should remember the colorist too. The colorists are Jordi Belair and John Calise. I love the art. I love looking at this book. It's just really well done. And this book, I think, is a tribute to Helena Wayne, who is Huntress, who you don't hear that much in DC Comics, but they really make her a badass. She goes, my name is Helena Wayne. I became the Huntress to honor my father. So in the previous issues, Catwoman and Batman is dead. And I love this page. It looks like a fight's about to ensue, and Per Degaton is like, who's first? He can fight off the Flash. He can fight off Green Lantern. But Huntress, the reason he can fight off these people is because he knows how they fight, and he knows how it's supposed to go because he's seen the future. But he doesn't know Huntress because she is sort of the ace. And as you can see, he loses a finger. But Huntress is trying to go back in time to warn the other Justice League members that this guy is out to kill you. It's a ritual that that Per is trying to perform. But when Huntress goes back in the past, she goes, I'm your daughter, and I'm here to save your life. Batman is fighting this Toad guy. Really great art. This is a well done book. I would recommend it's 3 omnis, so it would definitely be some reading, but it would be well worth your time. Jeff Johns is a very good writer, and he really did a fantastic job with Justice Society America, and this is a 12-issue miniseries that I think it's looking to put the finishing touches on the book, but fantastic read. Next up, I gave that an A. That was a very well done book. I give this one an A also too. Tom Taylor on Nightwing, and the art changes each time. So this is by Daniel Moore. Oh, sorry, Travis Moore. But if you're familiar with memes and GIFs, you will know where this cover comes from. But it's really well done art. Nightwing has his powers that were given by a neuron. This is one of the books that I like the main story and the backup story. It's just, I gotta show you this page. This is Superman takes him up and he talks with Dick about the Earth, how it's fragile, but it's very vast. And look at the art. It's the video really doesn't do it justice, but the art is something else. Next up, I'm not going to talk about this book that much because it was that awful. The art is by the author is Ann Nesenti, and I don't even know who did the art because I'm not even going to open the book. This one I gave an F. I don't usually give Fs or Ds because I feel like a lot of books have redeeming qualities. The only redeeming quality is the cover, which is by Artgerm. This is Storm #1. Do not get this book. It is terrible. And it kind of makes me a little bit upset because I was looking forward to the Captain Marvel run, which was written by Ann Nesenti. And Ann Nesenti did kind of a weird job, but it was okay with Daredevil. To me, Daredevil is one of the most consistent written characters out of all the books. There really hasn't been a bad run of Daredevil, but Ann Nesenti's was okay. It was serviceable, but yeah, I did not like that book. And I'm gonna start moving these along but because we're coming across like 15 minutes, and I just don't want to take up that much time. But we'll just quickly go over a lot of these. Daredevil. This is a B. I gave the. This is written by Taboo. I think he's written by B-Roll. I think they're from the Black Eyed Peas, which is interesting. I didn't know that. And the art is by Phil Noto. And I really love Phil Noto. This is a 4-issue miniseries, but this was a good introduction into Matt Murdock's past. And there's this villain. It's called the Demo Goblin. And I'll just get a quick look. It still takes place in New York, but it's like I said, it talks about Matt Murdock's ancestry. I do like this page though. These pages, very well done. And next up, we have Warlock Rebirth, issue number 2, by Ron Marz and Ron Lim. Ron Marz wrote the Infinity Gauntlet. If you're not familiar with, very, very good series. It's ties in very well with the MCU Infinity War and Endgame. But you meet a familiar. So Eve Warlock has taken the gem, the soul gem from Warlock, and it looks like she's working with the High Evolutionary, who you will know if you've seen the Guardians of the Galaxy #3 movie by James Gunn. Very, very well done movie. I highly recommend this. This one I'll talk a little bit about, but excuse me, I haven't talked this much. Whew. A lot of books. I may condense these to just what I think of the A books because we're coming close to 20 minutes. But if you like me talking, let me know in the comments. And if you want them more condensed, then let me know. Issue 1 was so-so, but this is issue 2 of the 4-part miniseries of Darth Vader, Black, White, and Red. It's a bunch of stories about Darth Vader, but this is my cover of the week. And this one was an A+. Wow. They really Darth Vader is such a badass in this book. He fights aliens and there's just he's always looks cool coming out of a dramatic pose, and this was very well done. There were many stories. They were written. The first one's by Jason Aaron, and the art is by Leonard Kirk. The next one is by David Pepose. I may have butchered that last name. And Alessandro Vitti. And the last one is written by someone I haven't heard of. It's Victoria Ying and Marika Cresta. And the next one, Thor. I gave this one an A-. Torunn Grunbeck is really... I know she's finishing up the end of this book, but she really knows the characters Thor, Thanos, and Doctor Doom, especially Doctor Doom. She definitely gives a great vim and verve for Doctor Doom. And this next one was very, very surprising for me too. I gave this one an A+. This is Extreme Venomverse. I'm sorry, Thor was issue 34. This is Extreme Venomverse. Sorry. Come better prepared, Chris, because you don't know where your notes are. Jeez. I promise it'll be better. This is by Al Ewing and Vincenzo Karate. And the second story is written by David Pepose. Very well done. Like, I was expecting this to be like a flub, but it was like good 90s action. This was fantastic. Next one is Street Fighter 6. This is issue 1 of 4. This is going to be a weekly series. I gave this one a C+. The art in here is very good. The story's kind of bland, but it's a story of Ken and his son, but it's just, I don't know. I hope it picks up. Next up, All 8 Eyes. I gave this an A. The issue 2 of 5. This is very well done. It's set in New York after 9/11, but it's about pretty much, if you've ever seen the movie Eight-Legged Freaks, this is pretty good tribute. Kingspawn number 22. I really loved this book. This is by Sean Lewis, and Javier Fernandez. I gave this an A+. Just good old action, good old 90s Spawn action. This was very well done. And next up is Darkwing Duck by, I'll have to open this up. Amanda Dibert and Carlo Laura. This was an A also. This continues to be a very consistent mainstay with me. I really like Darkwing Duck, and I like Dibert's interpretation of the character. She really knows Darkwing Duck. So if you read it in the voices of like the old 90s cartoon, it really definitely pays tribute. And that's my haul of the week. I think after this I'll just do the videos with the books that I would deem like A or higher, because I read a lot of books. But I really appreciate you guys sticking with me, coming across the 21-minute mark. But like I said, I appreciate everyone who's subscribed to me. The videos will get better. I will be more descriptive. I would be talking more, but like I said, the allergies right now are just killing me. But I really thank you for your time, and I will see you guys next week. And I'll give you guys some updates if I do get the job, if I'll bring that up. But I thank you very much. I'm sorry for the rambling. I'm just feeling a little lightheaded. All right, I'll talk to you guys next week. And again, thank you very much to everyone who subscribed to me and who's also commented on the video for the store. I may start doing my haul videos at the store. I think that'll add a little bit to the channel. But thank you very much. Please like and subscribe and share, and give a follow to my friends that I'm gonna link in the comments down below. They have really great channels. All right, talk to you next week. Bye.